Do you sometimes use hem tape, basting tape, or another kind of bonding tape when sewing? In this video, we will talk about fusible hem tape. This is a tape that you can iron onto your fabric and it's designed to stick fabric layers together permanently. It is a very useful tool for quick hems and repairs. Choosing which kind of tape to use can be confusing as there are so many options out there. In this video, I will explain what makes the MadamSew Fusible Hem Tape different, how you can use it, and I will share some useful tips. The MadamSew Fusible Hem Tape comes in two sizes, one of 3/8 of an inch and one of 3/4 of an inch. And it's basically a glue strip for fabrics. It is intended to be permanent and it's hard to remove from the fabric once it is applied. So always test on a scrap of fabric before ironing it onto your project or garment. This tape comes in handy when you don't want the stitching on a hem to show, as an alternative for an invisible stitch or a hand stitch, when you need to make a quick emergency repair, or when you want to hold the hem temporarily before you are ready to sew it. In this case, always let the glue cool down before you sew over it. If the glue is still hot, it can leave a sticky residue on your needle. This tape is transparent and has a little stretch. I must note that if you're using it on a garment that will be used and washed very often, you may want to consider adding an extra stitching over the tape when it's dry. In the long run, while meant to be permanent, the glue can degrade a little over time. This tape works best with medium to heavyweight fabrics, so be sure to pre-test on a scrap when working with very fragile and lightweight fabrics, because the tape can have an effect on the drape and will make the hemline a little stiffer. For some projects, for example, flowy pleated skirts, you probably don't want that. When choosing between sizes, please keep in mind that the wider the hem tape, the stronger the bond, but make sure that the strip is narrow enough to be hidden completely in a seam or a hem, so it's completely covered by the fabric when you iron over it. Don't let the glue touch the iron, as it will melt over the metal plate, and as most of you probably know, it is very hard to clean an iron sole. If you want to be extra cautious, use a cotton cloth between the iron and your fabric. One side of the tape is protected with a backing paper strip that is safe to iron. On the other side, you can see the glue, which looks like mesh. The paper backing lets you secure the tape in two steps, allowing you to stay in control at all times. Let's now go over the instructions again, step by step. Check how much tape you need and cut it to size. Iron a fold if you're hemming. Position your strip on your fabric so it will be completely covered by the fabric. Iron for at least 20 seconds on the backing paper. Do not use steam. Peel off the backing tape. Position another piece or part of the fabric over the tape and iron on the fabric until both sides are fixed. Let cool down completely, especially if you want to sew over the hem. The two fabric layers are now attached. If you're interested, this tape is now available in our store, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send us an email. Bye!